Grey Cup party decor recipes and delicious stuff. He's delicious stuff. Sebastien Centner. So it's a buffet. Okay, it is, guess it, it's the 103rd Grey Cup on Sunday. Winnipeg is hosting. Let's hear it for Winnipeg. Good hosts that they are. So let's just say you want to put on a party and you really want to amp it up, and this is the way to do it. So take it from here.
You know us. We like to do things a little bit over the top. And when it's anything to do with like sports, entertaining, or anything that's thematic, you can have lots of fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be in Winnipeg. Invariably, it's going to be really cold.
Yep.
So we got stuff to warm you up, and we're going to start it with some cocktails, and we're going to talk to you about the decor that we're going to do.
Sure.
And we got some great stuff today.
Okay.
So first of all,
cocktails, right?
Let's start. Well, we'll start with decor first of all.
Okay.
So what we have with the decor is that we did something. Typically, what we like to try and do is find things to do that are inexpensive, because we're only going to use them this once or maybe once a year.
Yeah.
So we started with a black linen, and then what we did is we got this great AstroTurf from Home Depot, and it was literally, it was like $7 for a roll of like, you know, a 6-foot by 8-foot runner.
Right.
So we did the table, we lined the trays with it as well. It was just to sort of give it that base so we could build everything from there.
Very good, very good.
So we started with that. Then what we did is we added a few different accents. So of course we've got the pom-poms. I'll give you one of those.
Yeah, ta-ta.
We got, you know, the shouters, right? So go.
Okay, go whoever.
Go whoever.
Go, because we have to be. We're a national show. We don't want to show favorites.
Exactly.
Right,
no,
right.
we don't have any favorites at all. They're not even in it, actually. So
they're not even in it.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Anyway, no, and then what we did is we did something really fun, which we thought for a backdrop we would do the goalposts.
Very good. That's
so
very
this was
clever.
actually really, really easy to do. What we did is we actually used copper pipe. We used a cutter.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody can do this. The whole thing was like, I think about $20 to make. If you use PVC pipe, the plastic, it's even easier. And then what we did is we just wrapped it in the electrical tape. And it gave us a nice little backdrop for the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. I like that.
So have some fun with the decor.
Yeah, okay.
Now, when it comes to the drinks and it comes to the food and everything, you know, my mantra is always, do things ahead of time and try and do things in volume, so you don't spend the entire time taking care of your guests.
No, because you want to be at your own party.
Not only, and especially when it's sports. Like, you don't want to be stuck in the kitchen when they have that big touchdown or, you know, the game-turning moment or whatever it might be. So what we did was, first of all, we did a specialty cocktail. And we're going to show how you can serve it two ways. One, we did our very own little Grey Cup punch, so you know, like a sangria that people can serve themselves with. Or what we did here, and this is actually this is a bourbon cherry cola. And it's really, really simple to make. We took cherries, we put them at the bottom of the glass. Okay.
Maraschino cherries?
You can use maraschino cherries, or you can actually use frozen cherries. Because this time of year, obviously, cherries aren't in season.
Right.
So either one. Frozen, I find, work really well because they don't add too much syrupy to it.
Right.
The maraschino ones are very, very sweet.
Okay.
Then what we added is, it's very hard to find cherry Coke nowadays. So what we did is we actually added a little bit of cherry cola syrup. So just a drop or two.
Just a drop, okay.
Yeah, and then you add your own cola to it, whether it's Pepsi, Coke, whatever. And of course, the finishing touch, the most important ingredient, bourbon.
How much of that? Just a drop or a couple of drops?
Well, I think we call it a good measure, don't we?
A good measure,
A good measure. Yeah. So I think a good measure is anywhere between ½ ounce and 4 ounces. Typically, we like to go on the higher scale of things, so let's go with 2.
You're not very good at measuring, you know.
I'm terrible at measuring. You know, I go always on the higher side.
But that looks good. So let's take a look at those cups.
And what we did here, which is really fun, is tying in. Okay, we did the black and white straws, which tie with the black and white that we did on the table as well, and all the other decor. We did the little tags, which are a lot of fun, and we used a little bit of coating tape just to add the little touch of the football look to it.
It's terrific. Come on.
That's for you.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Now, and I'm gonna have a beer while you're having that.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. It's never too early, right? Okay, so of course you want to have something else besides one specialty cocktail. I always like to do beer because obviously it's football.
Oh, you have to do
and
beer.
We want to do something either local, your favorite beer, etc. And again, the whole idea is to prepare it ahead of time. We did these great plexiglass trays we just popped everything into, and you're all set, and you can just push more beer into it throughout the entire night.
Okay, what's around the beer, though? That is funny.
Okay, so what we did here is we did our whistles, we did all of the ice, etc. And these are just plexiglass boxes. You can use trays, you can use anything you want, and they worked out really well, and they raised things up. You know it's all about the layers.
Yeah, I like the fact that you talk about local beer, or beer from the places that are being represented in the game.
Absolutely. Right. Whatever your favorite is. And sometimes it's nice to do a selection, or if you want to be careful, because depending on how many people you're having, you don't want to buy too much stuff, then you pick your favorite, and you pick a beer that everyone's going to like.
That's right. Now, let's talk about the snacks.
Okay, so food. It's all about the food. So what we did here is, again, it's about creating bulk, creating a lot of product that people can help themselves to. But the one thing I really hate about group gatherings when there's big bulk amounts is that after about 5 minutes, the table looks like a disaster.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it looks like a crime scene. So what we did here is we created the idea that you've got your bulk. We did our popcorn, but you have our little galvanized steel tray. Buckets.
Yeah.
You can also use little cardboard bags or paper bags, sorry.
Sure.
And you can help yourself to it and actually create your own little portion. So you're not actually picking from it with the rest of the group.
Do you think the guys are actually going to put them in the little buckets?
No, but yeah, I know, but you know what? You can wish. You can wish, right?
They go. No, I know.
All right, you're right.
My
You're
guy
right.
friends,
Okay.
they go pick it up and go. Okay, I'm going. That's mine. Right?
Granted. Okay. So, and for exactly that reason, Marilyn,
Yeah.
the rest of it we actually already put in individual portions.
Good for you.
There we go, because we knew we were.
They're getting the message on
exactly.
this one. Okay.
The popcorn might not work, everything else will.
Yeah,
So what
I
we
like
did first of all is we did these Italian meatball caprese skewers. That's more of the main course.
Yeah.
So it's instead of doing
Easy.
like mini hot dogs or hamburgers, very, very simple. You can prepare ahead of time.
Yeah.
We did the little crudités, and these are really fun because again, it goes to not having one large dip that everybody's double dipping into, etc. Everyone gets their own little portion.
Okay, what's in there? You got the peppers?
Well, we did some peppers, we did some green beans, we did a little bit
What's that?
That's actually a daikon.
Oh, wow.
Daikon radish.
Good for you.
And then we did carrots, etc. I mean, you can use everything. You can keep it really simple. If it's kids, cucumbers, carrots, fine, keep it really simple.
And then on the bottom.
And then we did the ranch dressing right in there. So it's already dipping. You don't have to dip into other people's, it's all yours.
Okay. Got 2
And
minutes.
then-
We got 2 minutes left in this game.
No
so what do you got?
Last 2 minutes, 2 minute warning.
2 minute warning.
2 minute warning. Okay, this is where the TSN turning point. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we've got our buffalo chicken fingers.
Oh, that's
So we did them
perfect.
again. We found this great black and white paper. Those are very simple in the basket, little baskets that we found at the dollar store. We did a Mexican 5-layer dip. Now that is one of those items that you always see at football parties and is exactly the item that is a disaster.
Yes.
You know, and everybody doesn't know. Do I
It's a
dip
mess.
once? Do I dip twice?
You don't want to dip your thing in the
in somebody
community
else's-
7-layer
no,
dip.
No, even if it's good friends.
Even if it's a good friend. So
Even
you
if it's
did
good
the
friends.
individuals.
We did the individual
Okay,
ones.
tell me what you built in there. What's on
Okay,
the bottom?
so what we have is...
There's 5-layer and there's 7-layer.
So what we do is, you can pretty much put anything you want
I
into
know.
it. We did guacamole.
Yeah.
We did a little bit of bean. We did a little bit of the bean paste. We did, this is actually a diced red pepper and green pepper.
Okay.
And then we also did is the salsa on top and obviously the cheddar cheese and a little bit of sour cream.
How about that? That's so
Very
perfect.
simple.
Yeah. And those are in glasses.
They're glasses.
They're
Just little
glasses. So use the containers that you have, right?
You can use this.
Yeah.
You can actually use small bowls. I mean, we like to use glass because then you see all the layers to it.
Right.
But the same thing, the whole idea is about creating individual portions.
Okay.
So people can pick it up, they can sit down, they can watch the game, and they're not getting up
The
lost.
clock is running out, okay?
That's okay.
You don't have any more timeouts.
All I have is one last sandwich.
I love it.
That's my final play of the
Can
day.
I just say this, though? I like that you did this with the bags. I think this
There you
is
go.
so great.
And we
You
can
know,
use those for the
everybody's different
popcorn
too.
for the guys.
Yeah. Yes. They'll be taking them off. Yeah. There's no sharing. Okay, now the sandwiches, my
And
friend.
all we did was we decided instead of doing hot dogs and hamburgers, let's
Yeah.
do something a little bit more fun. So we did here like little cold cut sandwiches, pre-wrapped. Again, the whole idea is you go around, you grab what you want, you sit down, you enjoy the game.
I would go to a party anytime at your house.
You're invited anytime.
I
in our
know,
house.
I heard. I can't wait. Okay. Grey Cup pregame coverage begins at 1 p.m. Eastern this Sunday, November 29th. The game begins at 6 p.m. Eastern on TSN. See you later, everybody. Thank you, Sebastian.
Welcome.
Okay.
Cheers.